What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is the Blazer King, and this is the top 5 anime from King's Critiques that you should check out during this April season of comedy. Whether it be April Fools, whether it be 420, and you're enjoying a little something, you should still check out these shows. And in no particular order, because they're really just the first 5 things I either saw or thought of. We're going to start off with Aharen, which is going to have a second season come, I think, July? So it is 100% worth checking out for that much at least, because I mean, if it's good enough to have a season 2, 9 times out of 10, that means it's actually good enough to have another season. And honestly, it's not really a rom-com, because it's not like they're actually getting together. Is there probably some sort of underlying thing where they do later? Maybe, probably, but the whole story is about, a girl who doesn't really say much, and she takes fascination to her seatmate basically and just starts goofing off, and they have a bunch of fun together, whether it be in class, out of class, whatever. It's really just a good old time, and just a bunch of random goofy shenanigans happen. I think by the end of the first episode of season 1, maybe there's a little bit of that kind of interest, but it's really mostly just like a comedy goldmine, really. Next, we have the first of 2 brain rot anime I'll be mentioning in Azumanga Daioh, which was one of the first brain rot anime I ever saw. And honestly, I rate that way over Pop Team Epic, to say the least, because I watched 30 seconds of that and I just could not. But I read the manga of Daioh and, well, I enjoyed it, so I watched the anime and I also enjoyed that quite a bit. And if you like just sitting down, relaxing with some brain rot, especially when it comes to, enjoying some stuff, that's kind of the right kind of thing to put on. It's good. I think 12 episodes? At least 12 episodes. Might even be 24, honestly, because it's like older, so they had that potential just prolong things. Next up, I'll skip over the second brain rot just to mention Gabriel Dropout, which was heavily a comedic anime, using one of the greatest themes of content ever, the subject of heaven and hell. But in this case, instead of the usual way the anime does things, they took, a couple of well-known names for both angels and demons. You got your Gabriel, your Raphael, your Satania, which is basically Satan, and Virgil? Her name started with a V, but I can't remember it, honestly. Either way, it was a very good anime. It deserves a season 2, in my opinion, honestly, especially with how they ended it. Because, especially when, one of each of the sets of characters kind of, yes, I'm going to mention slightly that there might be some Yuri undertones, but, that aside, we have, Raphael, who's supposed to be an angel. She does not act like an angel most of the time, I tell you that. And then you have I'm just going to say Virgil. I know that's not correct, but that's just what I'm going to say for now. We have her, and she's just the sweetest demon you ever could meet. While Satania she tries. she tries. But it's a really good show, 12 episodes long. Like I said, deserves a season 2, and maybe if more people watch it, maybe it'll happen one day. So, check it out. Next, we'll go back to the brain rot with something that only came up last year with my dear friend Nokotan, which we reviewed that show. We went over that entire thing. You can listen to my opinion, skim along all that shit, and hear what I have to say about it, because the videos are on the channel, and hell, maybe I'll even remember to link episode 1 as a thing, or maybe link episode 1 to the other show I mentioned. We'll see. Either way, it's brain rot, 100%. You got realistic looking deer being animated into the show for this, that, and the other thing. And you have, your lead girl who befriends Nokotan through some very weird situations, and they start a club together. Lead girl's like, oh yeah, I could just use this time to relax, and yeah, no, it's a whole other ordeal than that. But it's a fun ride all the way through, honestly. And I'm not sure if to put it into brain rot or pure comedy or what, but the last one I'm going to mention for y'all is something else I went over last year before, don't remember. But it was a fun little ride, and fantasy adventure too, where you have, what the fuck was the lead guy's name? It was like Aiden or something with an A. Again, sorry, been a while since I watched a couple of these, and could I be a professional and look up their names? I sure as hell could. Do I have the sub count to match me being that professional? I sure as hell don't. But the pictures that go up here every time I mention a show, that I will 100% remember to do, smile. Anyway, I have Don't Hurt Me, My Healer, which comes down to the main character runs into a white mage. She tries. She's not good at her job, but they run into some friends along the way, usually, typical anime style of, hey, we fight you, now we're friends. It's. I don't remember a lot of the show other than it being completely chaotic, really. I think there's maybe one real fight that takes place in the whole thing, but otherwise it's just comedy from point A to point B. About 12 episodes long, also, I think, so all these are around 12 episodes. Honestly, Dawa is probably the only one that might have hit around 20. But those are your 5 anime I might be remembering enough to just like, woo. But at the very least, I'll definitely put them over the shoulder, maybe above my trinkets up there. Or up there, we'll see. Editing process comes later though. But for now, I have said what I need to say. Hopefully, y'all have a great April. Hopefully, y'all don't screw with too many people on April Fools when this gets uploaded. And if y'all want to see some more suggestions closer to 420 time, do let me know in the comment section down below. That all being said, been the Blaze Gang. So, ta-ta for now.